AI chat appointment setters used to be the coolest thing out there. Not anymore. Why don't we build an AI voice appointment setter that sounds great, that's awesome, and that uses GPT 4.0? Does that make it better? Yeah, it actually does. Lower latency. Anyway, so let's go right ahead and build it out. And I just want to mention I'll be using Assistable.ai. If you don't yet have it, you should use it, because if you want to use chat and voice in AI both, this is the one tool that can do both. So you don't have to have two separate tools. You don't need to use hardly any workflows if you don't want to. It connects directly into Go Highlevel, and it's a fantastic way to upsell your clients or to get new clients. I have honestly never had leads be as interested in anything as the AI voice. So needless to say, excuse me, why don't we dive right in? Now, if you're not yet an Assistable.ai user, then make sure that you let Jordan know that Jason Drake sent you. Or if the affiliate link is down there, then go ahead and use that, because that will give you access to my future membership, the build outs I'll be putting in there, the trainings I'll be putting in there, as well as support calls and stuff, which currently Assistable.ai doesn't have the capacity for a lot of support calls. So you'll be able to get my help on that specifically. Let's dive right in. We're going to grab a new assistant, outbound, inbound call, create voice assistant. And right away, I want to go ahead and connect this assistant to the phone number. I have one number. I just switch it around a whole ton because I do a lot of testing and things like that. So if you don't yet have a number, go ahead and buy it. Then over here in the assistants tab, you want to select the new one that we just created and update that information. Once that is done, let's head back to the assistants and click on that one. Actually, first I want to drag it into the tutorials, because that is what this is. Keep things cleaned up, eh? Here in the configuration, we're going to rename this. Now, the personality and stuff we're going to be working with today actually comes from a build out I did for a windshield repair shop. Okay, so we're going to call this one windshield repair AI. And I want to just see if that emoji is going to come with it, because that'd be super cool. It does. It is super cool. Oh, that's brilliant. Love it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to delete this prompt, and we'll specifically focus on the appointment booking, as I mentioned. So I won't go into a lot of the prompting aside from the appointment booking specifically. I will just copy and paste it in here, and then we're going to look at the appointment booking part of it specifically. All right, so I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to copy. Since we're keeping it so simple, we'll not even touch the flow builder. I will literally drop it in here. It may not be quite as strong in certain cases, but it should be enough for us to understand the appointment booking side of things. So what I'll do is I'll grab the starting state, which typically I'd put that in a state in the flow builder. But for now, we will literally just grab this all the way up to there. And if you want this documentation, again, just become an affiliate or join my membership, and you should be able to get it. And yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we have this. Let's give it a save. Let's go through the other things, and then we'll come back to the prompt just to kind of walk you through what is happening here. So AI model, you want to go ahead and use GPT 4.0. I like to use a dynamic message here. And coffee shop, that's just a little bit of background noise, which actually initially when I heard about background noise for this, I was like, why would you use that? But it actually makes a difference. I like it. And then for the voice, I am a stickler for Emily. We'll use Emily for the low latency and the quality voice that she has. And then for the voice speed, I like to drop that just a little bit. And the voice temperature, let's pull that up a little bit. Now you can experiment with other voices, with other things here, by all means. Do as you please. Now in the integrations, we want to go ahead and select their calendar to be able to book on, okay? And to do that, if you have your calendar synced, you can literally just go over here. I do want to mention sometimes the AI voice will get into a bit of a booking loop where it tries to find a time and it says, yep, that time's available, and then let me go to confirm it. to book it for you. And so we'll try to book it. It won't book. And then we'll come back and be like, oh, sorry, that time didn't work out. Does that time work out? And it will just repeat that, repeat that, repeat that. So if that does happen, then I just want to show you what you need to do. Again, let's just make sure it's saved. Then go to your knowledge base. Even though AI voice doesn't directly connect to the knowledge base, the calendars seem to have some sort of link as far as the syncing goes. So when that happens, when the looping happens, go to any one of your knowledge bases, click in there, and just go ahead and delete your calendars. Go ahead, resync them. And when they come back up, you should be able to select the calendar you want, which in this case, I will. So this is actually for the knowledge base. So it doesn't, in this case, matter for me here, because this would affect the chat more than it would affect me for the voice. But I just want to have it back to where it was. Now let's go back to the assistants, grab that voice one here, and now sync the CRM calendar here. And just double check that it's synced. Once that is done, what we're going to do is literally exit out of that and select the one that we want. So that would be the process if you don't, if for some reason there's a loop, okay? Other than that, just select the calendar you have, make sure you update the information. Let's go over and add a couple simple functions. We don't need a lot of functions for this, but we do want the check calendar times. We want, oops, wrong button, calendar booking, end call, and we want to make sure we know who it is that's calling. Okay, so with those in our back pocket, we should be good to go. Now this AI voice assistant is literally ready to roll, and as you see, we're at what, 7 minutes. So it really doesn't take that long to set it up. But obviously I did skip the prompt. Now let's dive into what is going on here. And to do that, I'll just go over here because this is a bit easy, a bit bigger, a bit easier to read. So first of all, I'm just going to kind of skim over some of this, and then the appointment setting part, we're going to dive a bit deeper. So first of all, just give identity. Tell them who they are, kind of give them an idea of. It's kind of like you telling a VA or your front desk receptionist on what their job is, what they're doing. Okay. Now here's some style guardrails, some response guidelines, and again, I'll have this documentation ready for you so that you can just grab the pieces that you want and start creating your own file where you keep the things that you reuse. Now, as far as function goes, we do have the, I didn't grab the end function, did I? The end call function. We'll just add that one. No, I did. Okay, we're good. So that's good there. Transfer call, flow builder. And over here, the starting state, what we're doing here is basically we have the introduction, and then there's a couple different services that we have. From there, is it a rock chip repair? Then do that, right? If it's regarding insurance claims, then do that. And as you can see, I have it set up here for transfer call as well, which I won't be using here now because we're literally just talking about the appointment setting. But if I did, I would just add the transfer call and we'd be good to go. And by adding a couple details to the transfer call. Now, if they need a mobile service, then also have transfer, right? Now, ask them any question. Ask if these are any questions. Now, as you can see here, for the qualify rock chip, that is if there's a rock chip repair. Okay, that's the one we're going to focus on for this part here. So that goes over to qualify rock chip, and that is to get more details on the rock chip and to qualify them, because we can't book on that calendar if, for example, there's hairline cracks that extend a long ways from that chip, because then we'd have to do a windshield replacement instead, which then we should transfer to the owner of the business or to whoever does the booking there, to just make sure they can look up the right model numbers and all that type of stuff. Now, after all this qualifying here, then we get to the rock chip appointment. And before that, I have it pull the name in the email. Okay, so let's give this a shot. Current time is schedule only within the 2 days, if possible, unless the user wants a different date. Now the task will be, and let's kind of pull this apart a little bit more. we want to ask the user for a range of availability for scheduling the call. Say what time works for you. Now, if you like to have it the other way, where your AI assistant right away suggests times, you can just make those changes here. Then we want to call the function check availability. What this is doing, it calls this function right here, check availability. This will go into your Go Highlevel and check with that calendar, what slots are available. Like, is any of those available times that they were talking about, is that available? If yes, then inform the user of the options and ask to select from them. If nearby times are available, inform the user of those options. If no times are available, then ask the user to select another range, then repeat this. So as you can see, it's very much a logical approach that we have here with the prompting, because you can send it from one step to the next. You can, in a case like this just kind of gives it suggestions or ideas of what's happening. This, for example, here it might not follow step by step, right? Because we don't have if we wanted that, then we'd put an A, B, C here, and then it would be more of a step by step thing. And so one of the things that Jordan always, he's a very, very hardcore stickler with this, is to use tasks, to use a step-by-step way of prompting, because that way you can control the conversation a whole lot more. Now, if the user goes off and says something weird, AI will still try to bring them back into that step-by-step process, okay? Now, you could go a lot more open with this, and that'd be fine, but this is kind of the way to go to have a controlled conversation. Now, let's go ahead and highlight the importance of this meeting for a deeper understanding of their needs and how the product or service can be beneficial and actionable for them. Now, if I was actually using this specifically for this windshield build out, I would change this a little bit. I actually just dropped this part in here because I know this would be more applicable for most of you. So you can just, when you set up your own assistant now, you can just copy and paste this in. That will be super helpful. And this is actually a rock solid appointment prompt from Jordan. So kudos to him. Now, confirm the selected time and time zone with the user. Just to confirm, you want to book the appointment at so-and-so. Ensure the chosen time is from the available slots. And then once it's confirmed, then let's call the function to book that appointment. Okay. And then it basically just confirms that, inform the user, and then proceeding. If the booking returns an error, inform the user and restart step 1. If the booking is successful, let the user know and thank them for their time. So as you can see, that is the complete step for the booking of the appointments. Now, there's so much fun stuff that you can do here, especially if you consider custom functions and all that, but that's for a different video. Actually, I think I have one that I did already, so you can check that out. But let's run this. Why don't we give this a try? Update that. And on my other screen here, I'm going to start calling. You should be able to hear it. So there we go.
Hi there. This is Aria with ABC Auto Glass. How can I assist you today?
Yeah, so I got a rock chip on my windshield.
Got it. How long has the rock chip been on your windshield?
It happened the day before yesterday.
Thanks for letting me know. Are there any hairline cracks extending from the rock chip?
No, not at this point.
Great. It sounds like we can repair that for you. We offer a lifetime warranty on rock chip repairs. Do you have any questions before we book an appointment?
Well, I was just kind of curious, like, why do you ask about the hairline cracks?
Good question. Hairline cracks can indicate that the damage might be more extensive, potentially requiring a windshield replacement instead of a simple repair. This helps us ensure we provide the right service for your needs. Would you like to go? Glad you think so. Would you like to go ahead and book an appointment to get it repaired?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that.
Perfect. Could I get your name and email address to book the appointment? I'll spell the email back to you to make sure it's correct.
My name is Pancho, and my email is pancho@gmail.com.
Thanks, Poncho. Just to confirm, your email is poncho@gmail.com, right?
That's correct.
Great. When are you available for the appointment? We can schedule it within the next couple of days if that works for you.
Yeah. Is there any availability tomorrow?
One moment while I check our calendar for availability tomorrow. We have several slots available tomorrow. How does 8 a.m. or 11 a.m. sound to you?
8 or 11. I would go with the 11 one.
Got it. Let me update that real quick. 1 second. Your appointment is all set for tomorrow at 11 a.m. Thanks for choosing ABC Auto Glass, Poncho. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Poncho. Happy to help. Have a great day.
So as you can see, it booked in here seamlessly. Now I'm getting 2 of these here. That is probably because of a double connection on my side of things. You shouldn't have this happen to you. If this does happen, you let me know, but you shouldn't have it happen. But as you can see, it updated the name, it did all this, and we have the phone number here, all without a single workflow. Is that helpful? Like, did this process help you out at all? If so, just give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit the bell button. Uh, I think it's pretty amazing what this tool can do, and if you use it the right way, you can do a whole lot of stuff that's gonna save your company, your business a lot of time, right? Or your clients, even better, your clients. So again, that is it for this one. And next time, let's dive into something else. Maybe give me a comment down there on what would be beneficial for you to learn. I appreciate your time. Thanks.